Good morning, guys. Had a bit of a fail last night. Been experimenting with running it at different speeds, and obviously it didn't agree with me. But on the positive side, that gives me an opportunity to try something suggested by one of my regulars. Can we put scrap like that in a panini press and reconstitute it into something like a flat plate or something like that we might be able to use for something else, rather than trying to reform it back into PLA filament? Can we just go direct to melting it down and reusing it some other way? So I'm going to save that. I've probably got more down in the bin there that we might be able to make use of. And yeah, that'll be another video. Hi guys, one of those video replies to comments. The comment was, could we use a Breville panini maker or toaster to heat up scrap PLA? I've done it with HDPE bottle tops, plastic bottles, that sort of thing. Don't know about using PLA. I think PLA has got a lower melting temperature, so we're likely to end up with a pool of molten plastic. That's a guess. I don't want the silicone bags in there. So yeah, we could look up the temperatures of the panini maker and the temperatures of the PLA melting point, or we could just chuck some in there like this and see what happens. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's this morning's failed print and some other little scraps. I'd like to put that one in there as well, but as you can see, that's not really a convenient shape. Cool. That's pretty strong as well. Yeah, because that's the problem with PLA when you want to make it back into filament. You have to grind it down. It has to be absolutely clean, because any dust in it will actually clog your nozzle when you try and print with it. And then you have to use a machine that costs more than the printer did to begin with to turn it back into filament. So this seemed like an idea, whether we can just make a flat plate with it or something that you might be able to do something with. So the first stage is just to see what happens if we do it. So I've got this heat-proof paper. So that should hold it in, or at least stop it sticking to the panini heater itself. But I think we're going to have to let it heat up before we can actually shut it down properly. I've got the door open. I haven't used this, well, since I was doing HDPE bottles in it. And all I did with it then was made a flat plate. I don't even remember if it's got any settings. I don't think it has. I think it's just a matter of you stick it in. Red light comes on, and I think when it's heated up, the green light comes on. I think that's it. So we'll just leave that and see what happens. So say, the sensible thing to do would be to actually look up the temperatures and see if it's even vaguely compatible. But the fun thing to do is just chuck it in there and see what happens. I've got the door open in case, well, in case it makes fumes anyway. I assume it's heating up on the inside. Yeah, I can feel some warm air around it. That's beginning to warm up under my hand as well. So we'll be moving my hand out the way in a minute. I think I can feel the lid going down now. So it's obviously gone soft in there. Yeah, that's definitely, the lid is definitely shutting now. The impatient part of me wants to open it up and have a look. I remember Atomic Shrimp tried this with some broken plastic from the garden, plant trays, and it leaked out round the sides and jammed it all up together. Right, it looks like we are all the way down. We've got some smoke coming up around the edges. The green light is on. I think that means it's reached the temperature. Definitely some smoke coming around the edges. I'll switch it off and we'll have a look what happened. Right, obviously that's hot. Okay, well, we've melted the PLA. I don't think we've achieved anything useful with it though. And we could leave that to cool down. Yeah, I think that's going to be stuck to the paper. and it's going to be no use to us whatsoever. I'll take it off the heat because it will cool down quicker then. Stick it over there. I would think this is much too hot. Well, again, it depends what you're trying to achieve. I mean, we've certainly melted it. We've gone from lumpy bits that were a bit like that to a flat sheet. But I think it will have stuck to this paper, so I don't think we'll be able to use it. Well, it's coming loose. Oh, that's better than I expected. I thought it was going to be stuck to the paper. It is still hot. So there we go. We have melted the PLA, and that is actually, that's hardening as I'm touching it, obviously. So if I'd have left it there, yeah, that's hardening up quite a lot while it's cooling down. Yeah, so in answer to the question, yes, it melted in a panini press, probably over melted. And I've now got a sheet of PLA that I don't know what to do with. But it's answered the question. So there you go. Yes, you can stick it in a panini press and it does melt. But what are you going to do with it when you've done it? Obviously you want to make some sort of mould to heat it up and let it all settle into. That'll do. Just thinking about this, I suppose you could put it into some sort of cooking pot, saucepan, melt it all up in a saucepan until it's runny, and then pour it into a mould of some sort. Maybe. Just thinking. But that is now solid. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.